This is Meet the Flintstones, written in 1961 by Hoyt Curtin, Joseph Barbera, and William Hanna of Hanna and Barbera fame. I play it in the key of G. I have it capoed up here on the second fret, so everything I say will be relative to the second fret. So if I say I'm playing a G, it's going to look like this, even though it's truly an A. And I start off just walking up the G scale, do, re, mi, fa, or G, A, B, C. And those are the chords. It's a G chord, an A minor 7th chord, a G with a B bass, and a C chord. I usually play a 2-finger picking style, which means the name of the chord I play down in the bass and the melody I play up in the treble. So for the first chord, it's a G chord, and the melody is on the second string, a D, and then the open third string. The next chord is the A minor 7th, and I hit the A. And the melody is the G on the first string, and then lift off the G string, and then you move up to the next chord, which is the G with the B bass. So I just play the B for the bass. And I'm playing the D in the open third string G. And then the fourth chord is a C. And you play a D, C, and then back down to the G. So the first 4 chords in time are G, A, B bass, C. And then you go back to the G. And what I'm doing there is a G chord. And the melody is B, B, C, D. And then I go to this A minor 7th. So I'm hitting the A bass. I'm hitting the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and I'm hitting this open G. So, and then I just move my finger down 1 for the D chord to the 3rd string and go back to a G chord. And there you're playing your melody on the open 2nd string. A minor 7th, D, and then G. And with just the 2 strings is A minor, D. So the melody is on your 3rd string for both of those chords. And you can play strings 3, 4, and 5 for both of them. And then back to the G. So the whole first part looks like this. In between the 2 verses, I add another A minor 7th, D, and G. And as you see, then it repeats. And this time, it ends on the 3rd string instead of the 2nd string. And then it moves into the break. And the chord structure for the break is a B7th, E minor, an A chord, and a D chord. And the B7th chord is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, 1st fret of the 4th string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And I'm also holding the B down on the 1st string. Open B on the 2nd string, and then holding the F sharp down on the 2nd string. And the melody with the B bass is the 1st and 2nd strings. The 1st string is the F sharp, and then the open B. You can do 2 Bs for your bass, and you can do an alternating bass down to an F sharp. And the melody goes to a G and then an F sharp. Staying on the F sharp, you move to an E minor chord in the bass. And it's F sharp, E, E, F sharp, E. And then it moves to an A chord. And your melody is the 1st string and the 3rd string. And then the 1st string on the 2nd fret, F sharp, E, and then it moves to a D chord. But it's really a D 9th chord because your 1st string is open. And you alternate between the 1st and 2nd string. So the whole break looks like this. B7, A, and then you just go down the scale. And the last time through, I end it with the A7th and the D chord, playing off of the G melody. So it's an A7, it's a D7, and it's a G. So your A minor 7th is just like a C chord, you take the C off, except holding down this G note on the 1st string. And then you move over to a D7th chord, still holding on to that G, and then you play the G. So the last phrase goes like this. And the last phrase he repeats this D A minor 7th part twice before he goes on to the G melody part.